Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. This is a little bit of a different backdrop, different scenery for you guys, especially for an intro, but we just finished at the gym. Today is just going to be a cozy Sunday reset vlog. It's a very rainy day in Portland. It kind of has been pretty rainy all week. I was very much enjoying the sunny weather in Portland, and now I'm getting the good dose of gloom. But I've been enjoying it. It makes me very productive at home, which is nice. And so that's why I wanted to do a little cozy vlog, doing things around town, just getting everything situated for the work week ahead. I honestly was not feeling like working out today. I wanted to get a little bit of movement in because for some reason, when I've been having coffee in the morning, I have had like such pent up energy that I need to release immediately. And so I didn't do anything crazy today because I'm pretty sore from a workout that I did yesterday at Orange Theory, but I definitely needed to move a little bit and not be cooped up in the apartment. I've been really into doing low impact workouts because I go to Orange Theory a pretty decent amount, and that is pretty labor intensive. And I feel like if I go too often throughout the week, I feel it in my joints, my bones, my body, it all hurts. As we age, I think we have to be a little bit more gracious to our bodies than we might have been when we were teenagers. Trying to really listen to my body and like seeing what it needs. And so on days that I don't go to Orange Theory or don't do a HIIT workout, I really like doing these low impact workouts, and that could include yoga, that could just be like walking on the treadmill, maybe on an incline, something where I'm getting movement throughout my day, but it's not anything crazy where I'm like super breaking a sweat. I mean, I forgot a hair tie even today, and it doesn't really matter that much because I'm not doing crazy workouts. I'm planning on giving you guys a week of workouts next week, and I really wanted to show you guys what I do every single day. So I'm really excited to film that because it plays a very big factor in my life. So we are hanging these framed menus that we have. I ended up just getting this menu framed, and this one is my favorite by far. This was from February 18th, 2024. So a year ago this week. It was the very first place that I filmed at and posted on YouTube. It was my very first YouTube video. And so it holds very, very special memories. It was the start of a whole journey here at YouTube, and literally the best weekend ever. This menu is very, very sentimental. So we are going to hang them up right here and add to our little wall decor. We also have these two. Cute because they copied the back side of the menus so that it wasn't damaged on the front. Honestly, against all the entire gray wall, it looks like something is missing. We graduated. Yay. We'll figure out like better decor to go here, but I think it looks pretty cute. We have meal prepping, food on the stove, we've got our dishwasher running, and we have the dryer going. So a lot of different things for a little Sunday reset, but I feel like it'll make it very nice going into this week. We already have some of our food prepped in here. This week we have ground beef and sweet potatoes and mushrooms, and some bean soup that we didn't eat yet. Let's get ready to go to lunch. I feel like I am in my introvert era right now. Moving to a new city where you don't know very many people. I'm also working by myself right now. Such a different way of life than what I'm used to because, you know, growing up, I was always a part of sports teams. You're always at practice with your teammates, going to tournaments on the weekends. It's such a big part of your life that I felt like I was always really busy. And then in college, you are living with your friends. You have different events and parties every weekend. In my case, I was living really close to home too, so I just felt like there was always something to do. It's officially been 3 weeks, I think, being in Portland. We're going into March right now. It's been such a different change of pace than what I'm used to, and I've kind of been loving it. I mean, Alec and I were talking about it going into this weekend even, because when we were in LA or just in the past, I feel like every single weekend there was always something that I felt like weekends and weeks would just go by really quickly. And so it's been kind of nice being like, we don't have anything this weekend and we can just focus on what we want to do, what we want to get done. I don't know if that sounds selfish or I don't know. It's just my introvert era. I just feel like I'm in my introvert era. And it's not like we're not seeing anybody. We're still making friends and stuff, but the priority is like home right now. And it's kind of cool also. I mean, Alec has been going into the office every day, which before we were both working. He was working remote, but I was going into the office, so we kind of swapped roles. I love what I do for work. I love making YouTube videos. I love coming up with video ideas, and I feel like my brain never really turns off when it comes to stuff like that because I enjoy it so much. It's fun being in that space where, to me, I feel like there's balance throughout the entire week. I know a lot of people go so hard Monday to Friday, and then on the weekends they do nothing and they want to like decompress and reset, which I totally understand. I feel like what my routine has been recently is a little bit of moderation every day, Monday through Sunday, which means that I work on the weekends too, and I like it. I feel like it's a nice balance. I mean, I've been working really long hours. Again, this is like literally my dream job, my dream aspirations. Like, it's genuinely something I want to do so badly. And so it's nice having the space and like mental capacity and just time to focus on it, because I just want to put like 110% effort into YouTube. It's like when you have other priorities and you have things to go to, you can't just like not go. And so it's been definitely different these past 3 weeks. I just love YouTube. I just love you guys. I just love doing this. I can't even explain to you how much of a dream it is for me, and it makes me so happy. So it's 11 a.m. right now. We're downtown Portland, and we were on our way to go to get lunch at Jake's Crawfish because they have the best clam chowder and we were really craving it. But they open at 11:30. So now we're gonna stop by the record store. Alec's been wanting a record.
Yeah, I mean, with the new setup, we're gonna grow the collection slowly but surely, but I need something a little more country, a little more, you know, like Chris Stapleton-esque.
Yeah.
Just like on a rainy afternoon to get me going. So.
Alec's not digging the Billie Eilish that I've been
No.
playing 24/7. And they have the original CDs. This is my childhood. So cute. Science rock, America rock. If I were picking, this is what I would be leaving with today. But alas, we're going country today.
Here's the haul.
Yep, give me a haul.
We got Sound of Music,
Yep.
an absolute classic.
So good.
And then we got another classic in our boy Chris Stapleton, Starting Over, the White Album, as some people say. You know, some people consider it the Beatles, the second coming of the Beatles, but...
Starting Over is like low-key one of my favorite songs, and I could probably listen to it on repeat and never get tired of it. Now, all I want right now is a good sourdough clam chowder bowl. How good does that sound? was hyping up that clam chowder and I literally totally forgot to take a video of it. We were having date lunch. You know what? I like date day so much better than date night. I just feel way more awake during the day than I do at nighttime. And so I feel more energetic, I feel more lively, I feel more present. And it was so funny because Alec was chugging water, like almost to the point where the waiter would fill up the water cup. He would take one sip and it'd be gone. And he would come fill up the water cup again. And then one sip, it'd be gone. And the waiter ended up coming back after, like, no joke, the 9th or 10th time that he had to fill up Alec's water cup. He was like, wow, you drink a lot of water. I was like, Alex, slow down, man. Give this guy a break. He's out here refilling your water every 2 seconds. But it was pretty funny. I love like little moments like that where you can just be present with each other. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be anything over the top, but just making sure you're like setting aside time for quality time. We call it QT. It's very important. And yeah, it's cute. We got this beautiful box from my grandma. It's a 4-tiered chocolate thing. So we're gonna do a little taste test and Alec just grabbed a random one. There are some crazy flavors in this, disclaimer. Although it's like coconut. Is that coconut?
It's coconut.
Is it good?
And lime, yeah.
Coconut lime?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Should I try this cheetah print?
Yeah, go for it.
It matches my nails. Oh no, it might be raspberry. I do not believe that fruit and chocolate should go together. I think this is raspberry chocolate though. Not for me. Okay, let's try 2 more. You try one, I try one. Man, you take big caramel. Okay. Alex shares all of his food with me. I'm learning how to be a better sharer. Look, it's not that I am a bad sharer because I share with him because I love you.
Oh yeah.
But do I prefer it? This one's giving like it has fruit in it.
It's just mousse, chocolate mousse.
Alex's favorite color is green. Oh no. No, Alec.
What is it?
That's actually the worst thing I've ever had. That tastes like straight tequila chocolate.
It is tequila chocolate.
You're lying.
Yeah.
I think I need to like try one more to get that taste out of my mouth. That's actually bad. I need like water or something. Okay, I feel like this is a safe one. Dark chocolate, I think. The scary thing about these chocolates is that they might look like chocolate in the middle, but then you bite into it and it's got some crazy flavor. For the most part, they were good though. My least favorite thing to do is make the bed after you've washed all the sheets. But that's what we're gonna do right now. And for real, you guys, like, I know this is kind of out of character because I am such a neat freak in so many ways and like so precise on how I like everything. But genuinely, how do people wash their sheets every week? You're lucky if we do it once a month. I don't know if is that gross? But I will probably wash my sheets every 3 to 4 weeks if I'm being completely honest, because I cannot physically wash my bedding every single week. It's such a pain to put the duvet insert in. I feel like I genuinely got a workout in every single time I put a duvet insert inside a duvet cover. Unless you have a quilt, like a little quilt, a thin something, that's fine. Also, fun fact, if you guys are looking for new bedding, I got this bedding at Parachute. When I was at the store, they asked me if I wanted the case that had the opening on the side here or the one that had the opening in the back. And I feel like having it in the back just makes it look a little bit more chic, a little bit more clean because you don't see the slit in the back here, versus sometimes I feel like when I had the opening on the side here, the pillow would come out and you would see it from the sides. So far, I've been very happy about that decision. I feel like it's a good choice. That low-key kind of did it. I'm proud of myself. That's crazy. That's never happened to me. It just started downpouring outside, and I'm sure it'll probably get old at some point, but because I don't experience it that much, I'm constantly like, oh, it's raining today, or it's snowing today. I just think it's all still like fun and exciting. I don't know. People in Portland seem to get over and tired of the rain very, very quickly, and they're not like super happy about it, but your girl's a happy camper still. Although I will say that last week I was standing at the corner of an intersection and I was just on the phone with my mom. I had just gone back from Orange Theory and walking back home. So all the snow had already melted. There were a lot of puddles out there and a truck drove through a very large puddle right next to where I was standing at the intersection. And it actually felt like a movie because I was just there minding my own business and this huge wave came over me and literally splashed all over me. I was wearing like a down jacket. I had to go get that dry clean because it was so gross and dirty because it wasn't clean water. It was all dirty mud water from the ground. My shoes are they're still like stained from it too. And I was like, that's why people don't stand at the corner of an intersection. So now I'm like standing 10 feet away. Like I refuse to get anywhere near puddles now. I got a studio light set from Loom Cube. I had been eyeing these studio lights for so long and they went on sale on Amazon one day and I snatched that so quick. It's like the best thing I've ever purchased alongside my Osmo Pocket 3. As far as like filming and everything goes, those are my two best purchases that I've made in this past year making content. And I like this because it's so thin. Before I got these, I had studio lights that were huge and they were like the big umbrella lights. And they just took up so much space. And when you live in an apartment, it just doesn't work with the space that you have. And so these are so thin. Look at that. They just open up, you turn it on, voila. I'm filming a couple short form content pieces right now. I never know what to call them because we have TikTok, we have Reels, we have Shorts. There's so many different like names for the exact same type of content. But that is what I'm doing right now. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. I am not a short form content connoisseur, but there's only one way to get better, and that is to try it and see what works and see what doesn't. You can adjust the actual lighting here on the side, whether you want it to be cooler or warmer toned, and also you can change the brightness of it. So it could be this cooler. I don't know if you can even tell right now. It can get bright. I usually try not to use the studio lights because I think natural light is always going to be better and it just looks nicer on camera, especially now living in Portland where things are a little bit gloomier and darker. Today has been a very overcast day. Portland weather just kind of changes every 2 seconds, so I just never know what I'm gonna get. So it's always nice having these studio lights so that when it is dark in the room, I can always throw on the studio lights and we can still do our thing. This is the behind the scenes of when I make TikToks and Reels. I have my studio lights because it was actually just downpouring rain and now it's actually so pretty out. But I have an entire pile of clothes on the ground. I have my lights. I have shoes everywhere. So we might have to do a little clean real quick. So I have not really been into short form content. Like I've always loved long form content for so many reasons. I feel like it's more authentic. It's what I enjoy watching more than short form because sometimes I just get really overwhelmed when I watch short form content because in the time span of 5 minutes you could go through 30 different emotions scrolling through different kinds of videos. And so like I definitely had my TikTok phase, but then I kind of got off it and that's when I started watching YouTube for the long form content, like long form vlogs and stuff. But I've been trying to film and edit short form recently and I've never really done it, but it's so funny because I feel like the videos that you spend the most time on filming, editing, like I could spend 5 hours editing a video and it'll just absolutely flop. And if I film a video, edit in like 20 minutes, that's what goes crazy. That's what goes viral. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I'll take it. It's all kind of trial and error right now and I'm learning as we're going, but it definitely hurts the soul a little bit when you're like, oh, I spent so much time editing that. Like, are you sure, Instagram? You don't want to push that a little bit more? It's been fun. Working from home is kind of dangerous for me because I feel like if I see anything dirty, my immediate reaction is to go and clean it because I need my space to be spotless, or else I feel cluttered. I can feel really overwhelmed pretty quickly if the apartment is super messy. Even if I'm having a super productive day, there's something about like the space being messy that like I just don't react to it very well. Meal prepping, even though it takes up a lot of time on that day that you're cooking, it saves so much time throughout the week. It also makes sure that you're putting good food into your body, because there's so many times where like we might not feel like eating out, we might not feel like we want to cook, but then we go and eat out and we just don't feel the best after that. So we've been eating in for honestly like 99% of our meals at home throughout the week. And at first we were like, oh, will it get boring to eat the same meal throughout the week or just like eat at home throughout the entire week? And then I was like, that's such a privilege to be able to eat healthy meals at home and make good food for yourself throughout the entire week. As much as it's fun going out to eat and stuff, I definitely don't feel the need to do that all the time. I'm just really happy eating at home. I do like going out to go get coffees, but like I like making coffees at home too. I think it's all about perspective, honestly. Usually if it's super sunny and beautiful out, I want to go outside. I want to be anywhere but inside the apartment. And so when it is cozy and gloomy, it's like, I am so content. It just got so bright, and actually I think I want to go outside. I'm not kidding you, 2 seconds ago was when it was downpouring and now it's so sunny. I think I might just go on like a little walk to go take advantage of it. Because that's the thing with Portland, it rains a lot and it's super gloomy a lot of the time, but also there are little spurts where it's sunny and beautiful, and why not go take advantage of it? Just made some dinner. I made a taco with beans, mushrooms, steak, and pickled onions. Alec went to the office for a little bit, so I just made dinner for myself. We are making a little snack right now. I'm gonna make a smoothie, and honestly, it's the exact same recipe that I usually show you guys. I do a cup of blueberries. I use this Truvani chocolate protein powder, and usually I add bananas or an avocado to make it that creamy consistency and that creamy texture. Those are my favorite ingredients to put into smoothies because that gives the good stuff, the good texture. But sometimes I feel like I show you guys the exact same thing because I'm such a creature of habit and I love my routine. I love sticking to my routine, and like the days that I am consistently sticking to that, like that's when I'm most content and happy. And obviously there are weeks that aren't like that, but for the most part, I kind of know what I like and I don't really change that too often, even when it comes to like skincare. I've had the same skincare and same makeup for years and years. Just got these two new Smoothies. I thought they were kind of silly at first, to be completely honest, but I've grown to really, really love them, and I think they're so cute. So now we have probably too many in our apartment, but anyways, we just got these two other ones, and this one is a Smoothie doing sit-ups, so cute. And then this one is carrying a little ladder. And we just like hiding them in different places and putting them in little nooks and crannies. Our faces and get ready for bed because your girl is getting tired. I need to get like one of those big headbands that people always wear. I actually vouched myself that I would never buy one of those things, but low-key I think it's like super useful. But I always just put my hair in a ponytail, but then my hair doesn't stay. Gotta slick it really tight back. Slick back bun almost. When I wake up, I'll probably work out. I use the Gentle Cleanser. And then to take off my makeup and just like after all the dirt and stuff that kind of accumulates throughout the day, I use this foaming cleanser because I feel like it kind of digs in there a little bit more. I love this stuff. La Roche-Posay's. I feel like they have really good stuff. On the skincare agenda tonight, We have this Olay Regenerating Serum. I've been using Kiehl's for probably the last couple months, but my ride or die is this fragrance-free regenerating serum. And then I usually do 2 pumps of that. I used to do this so aggressively onto my skin. My sister saw me do my skincare routine one night and she was like, oh my gosh, you are literally being so harsh on your skin. I was like, you right. I definitely am. I don't even think about it though. And so ever since then, I've been trying to be a little bit better, but I used to be like that. I have this Codex Beauty Labs Brightening Night Cream. I do 2 pumps of that. I actually thought that the more aggressive you were to your face when putting on moisturizer, the more it would sink into your skin. I don't think that's true. Okay, and then I have this little teeny weeny eye treatment, super multi-corrective eye zone treatment that I got in a little travel size kit from Kiehl's. Because I get eczema around my eyes, I noticed that that's where my skin dries up really quickly. When my skin dries is when you get more wrinkles. So I've been trying to put a little bit more eye serums and stuff just to make sure that I'm not like feeding into the eczema and stuff. So yeah, that's my skincare routine. And we're going to bed. I am so tired. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I am so tired. Tomorrow is Monday morning, so I gotta rest up before the week starts. But that was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys next week.